Or you're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here. And so we got some Eagles breaking news. I'll try not to cry. I'll try not to be upset. CJ Gardner, my man, my buddy, signs a 1-year deal with the Detroit stinking Lions for $8 million. This one hurts. This one hurts. We almost had it all back. But he goes to the Detroit Lions. What is going on, everybody? Philly Wyatt's here. Clark's here. GG Meta's here. Daz Deals is here. Justin Westbrook, thank you for Super Chases. Christian Gonzalez to safety. I like it. We already got 702 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Man. I don't know. I just had to come on here and talk because this one's just too upsetting. I thought we had a chance to get him back. I thought we were getting him back. Sounded like even today that he was going to come back to Philly for a 1-year deal. And no, he goes to the Detroit Lions, which leaves a massive hole for the Eagles at safety. Because not only did we lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson, we lost Epps as well. So we're going to have to figure out safety position. It becomes a position in need. Kevin Byard could be one, yes. Jadis Young, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? I'm trying to catch up this chat. I got to put this thing on slow mode. Hold on. I can't keep up with it. We got a lot of people in here. I can't keep up. Did not think it was going to be this many people. 870 people. What's going on? Big Dog, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, it's upsetting. All I can say is this. Thank God we got James Bradbury back, because if we would have lost both of those guys, it would have been brutal. Let me see. I just read something here. It was Rube said something. Let me pull it up what he said. Ruben Frank said, I'm told the Eagles did indeed make an offer at the start of free agency, but it wasn't what CJ wanted. He turned it down, and by the time he realized he had misjudged the market, the Eagles had moved on to other priorities, so he signed for less with Detroit. So he had more on the table with the Eagles, and he turned it down at the start of free agency. So we're going to lose him at least maybe for a year. Man, it sucks. Royce says, for FCJ, DJ, I guarantee he won't produce like he did in Philly. Besides, I want players that want to be in Philly. No, I hear you. And he ain't going to get the love that he got from the fans here. I mean, dude, it was something special here. He's not going to get that in Detroit. You know, it's just not going to happen. Aaron Baroda, thank you for Super Chat. If taking a prove-it deal, why would he leave the team made him an elite safety? He's shown us to be an idiot for weeks with all these tweets. We just weren't seeing it. Don't blame Howie. I'm not blaming Howie. I'm not going to blame Howie. Listen, we got Bradbury back. To me, that softens the blow a lot. Kazi, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, he didn't want to be here. Time to draft a safety. You got to do something at safety because, I mean, not only did they lose him, but they lost Epps too, you know? So while he's gone, it is what it is. We fans of the logo. That's right. We fans of the logo. We got to bring in somebody. Big Dog says 1891 says I would bring back Mills as safety or move Greedy to a slot and put Maddox as safety. So I don't think you should move Maddox because Maddox is good where he's at. I think we're going to just got to go out and get one, you know? Maybe Bayard is the guy, you know? Maybe that's how we should do it. He didn't want to be here. Listen, when you get a guy that comes in for 1 year and he was with another organization, he may not feel that loyal, and he didn't get what he thought he was going to get, and he turned it down, you know? Yeah, let's hope Bayard gets released by Titans. That's probably my number one target right now. Or you got to go safety in the draft. When's the last time the Eagles drafted a safety in the first round? That's what I want to know. You know? Thumb with every super chat. He goes, I hope we get Tennessee safety and give him more. Yeah, I would not mind. Bayard and Bajan, let's make it happen. There you go. I tell you what, I had a feeling like I was sitting here and I was bored as off my mind today, off my ass. I was bored. And I'm like, the Eagles they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something. They're gonna sign. It's gonna happen. CJ's gonna happen today. So I started messing around. I made a video saying he's back with the Eagles, and I was like, this is a pretty good video. I'm gonna keep it up just in case he signs with the Eagles. So I kept the video. I left it on private. I fell asleep. I woke up. I saw that he moved, and I saw he was going to try. I went to delete it, and I hit public by accident. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. My wife's like, that just went public. No, I deleted it. No, you put it in public. I was like, oh crap. And I had to delete it real quick. So if you saw a video saying that, that's what it was. I thought I got ahead. I thought I got ahead of my work. Doryville David Super Chat. He goes, not that I want this, but they will let Joe McPherson and Blankenship battle it out. They should draft Branch, but they won't. Question, does anybody know when the Eagles last had a safety in the first round? Bobby Wagner to Philly would be good, yeah. Bobby Wagner, yeah, it would be good. JM David Super Chat goes, CJ Gardner-Johnson got to fire his agent. Did a Dennis Schroeder? Yeah, I mean, I want to know what the Eagles offered him, because apparently he turned it down, and then he realized he could have. They're saying he went to Detroit for less. You know, after this stream, I'll do a live stream tonight. I mean, I'll do a video tonight, and I'll try to put it out tonight, talking about what safeties we can get. Ivory, he says he ain't want to be here. Stole his car in Philly. I jinxed it, Philly. You know what, dude? I probably fucking did. I probably jinxed it, because I shouldn't have done that shit. But I was feeling I kept hearing it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, hey, us content creators get sucked into other videos too. And everybody's saying it's going to happen. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to be ready, you know? And it is what it is. Yeah. Toreen says, Lions about to open up a Canada. Oh, my God. On the NFC, they're going to be pretty good. The Danks says it is what it is. It is what it is. Agreed. I think Wagner would be a good signing, but the thing is this: if the Eagles knew C.J. Gardner-Johnson was going to leave, why didn't they make a play for Epps to come back? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't they make a play for him? Eric Cruz, David Super Chat, he goes, let's call the Seahawks for Adams. Listen, the one thing is how he always finds a way. He always finds somebody that can replace somebody else. Oh, you saw that? Jeez, man. I was half asleep, and I totally just I meant to delete it. I was so happy with myself today too. I thought, man, this is a really good video. I was dancing. I was like, man, I'm not getting rid of this one. I'm keeping it, because I was just fooling around, you know. Dad says Cowboys excited about 33-year-old Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about them. I mean, I think Dallas got better, but they're not good enough to beat us. Now the deal is a 1-year deal worth $8 million. 1 year deal worth $8 million. We got 1,300 people in this chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me get up the screen so I don't miss any channel membership stuff. But I hope we hit that like button, man. We need to have 500 people in here, man. You gotta make 500 feel better. My boy just left. I need likes. The deal's 1 year, $8 million. Monroe says emphasized, don't let Bijan fall to the Cowboys. Right? Are the Cowboys really going to draft a running back? I mean, they got Pollard. Greenblood, thank you for super chat. He goes, he cost us some better free agent safeties waiting on him to make up his mind. And hopefully Bayard gets released. Now that would piss me off. I mean, is that true? Like, could we got like Poyer back or something? Can Witherspoon play safety? I don't know. I look at Porter Jr. and I always think, man, Porter, I think would be a really good safety. Fly Eagles Flight Day for super chat, and he goes, why does Dallas think they've won all the off season? They always think that. Yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Dad says Dawkins was second round. Yeah, it is. He was. The thing is like, it bothers me that he's gone. It sucks. I really liked him. I really thought he fit. But the fact that you got Bradbury back makes it a lot easier. Like I don't feel as bad because you got Bradbury. If you would have lost Bradbury and him, it would have been bad. Michael Goldberg, thank you for super chat. He goes, lots of luck with your new 500 team selfish good riddance. Oh, man, you think he's gone, huh? Blankenship, I feel, needs to take a step up if nobody else, right? Nate Allen was a late Nate. I used to call him late Nate Allen. Right? 1990 was the last time they drafted a safety in the first round. I know Dawkins was a second round pick. I don't know who was a first. See, I look at Joey Porter and I think, man, he probably could be safety. But Witherspoon can hit, CJ acted a fool. Listen, he was about the money. Let's face it. I mean, he kind of made it clear. He was about the money, right? He was all about getting that money. And it's unbelievable that the Eagles made an offer. He turned it down. And then what Rube is saying, that he actually wind up taking us to go to Detroit, but the Eagles were cashed out. CJ didn't want to be like Cox, 1 year Cox. Well, he's 1 year CJ in Detroit. It's only a 1 year deal. C-Hip says, I'm not trying to be that salty Eagles fan, but dude's an idiot. Doesn't want to win, obviously. So good for him. We fly regardless. Listen, if I was him and I was taking a 1 year deal, I would go back. I would have gone back to Philly and say, what can you pay me for 1 year? I would not have gone to Detroit. I can't, I'm going to sour on the guy, Ben Smith was a corner. Was he a safety that they converted to a corner? Because he was a cornerback with the Eagles. But he might have been a safety coming out of college. I don't know. Thanks. He's on another team. Of course, I want him to fail, right? Now, question is at the end of the year, are we all going to be saying, CJ Gardner-Johnson's back, he's a free agent. Do we bring him back? That really sucks that he went there. Now, I don't want CJ Gardner-Johnson if he doesn't want to be here. I want Keith Bayard on the Eagles. That's my target too. We got to get Bayard cut by the Tennessee Titans, man. Jamal Adams, is he coming off injury? Was he coming off an injury? Philly Callie's mom says Howie has a plan. There's no question Howie has a plan. Howie's already known this. Damn it. Hold on. I got to get my charger. I'm about to, my computer's about to die. Hold on. Let me play something for you guys so I can go get my charger. I'll be right back. I just got to get a charger. My computer's about to die. Here. Watch this for a second.
Seven minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Ball on the 47, 3rd and 4. CD in motion. Dak is back. Little pressure. Interception.
Oh, can I get a big pick six? That's good. What the fuck?
Wow, we lost.
Oh my God.
So we're not going to the playoffs then? Was that what that means?
Yeah,
We just didn't clinch this week. Yeah.
Oh, we just didn't clinch this week. Oh, okay.
God dang it, Kellen Moore!
Hey, bro.
Kellen Moore!
Hey.
Dak.
Can I get a big pick six?
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. He's not good enough. I did think he was going to get a catch there.
But he did score 2 touchdowns.
He's just not good enough, bro. Like
I got to see that play again.
Which I don't understand
Pick
why.
six.
Which I don't understand why.
he dropped the fucking ball.
He dropped the ball.
Y'all, bro.
Noah Brown dropped it.
He dropped the ball.
Which why I don't understand.
All right, sorry about that. I had my computer's about to die. Anti-David Super Chat. He goes, have you watched Witherspoon film? He's a heavy hitter, similar skill set to CJ. Could easily play safety. So way to get him and have him play. I have watched a little bit of him. What I've seen of him, he's probably my favorite corner or defensive back coming out of this draft. So yeah, he might be able to. But they're going to need a safety. We got to find a safety. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad Epps is going too. I didn't really care for Epps, but I hate to lose two safeties that were in your system. Torneville says Eagles drafted Ben Smith to be a cornerback. The Eagles never drafted a safety to play safety in round 1. That's interesting. Yeah, Ben Smith was a corner. He was a good corner. Yeah, $8 million. So the Eagles have to get a safety. Big hole at safety now. I mean, really, it may be the most pressing need. Thumbo David Super Ted, he goes, just because he turned it down, he still could have come back to the deal, right? Well, I think that what the Eagles offered him, when he said no, the Eagles went and signed and did other things and then didn't have that money anymore. So I don't know what the Eagles could have afforded to pay him, but they didn't have the $8 million, I guess. That's what Rube is saying. But, teams twist it and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll probably find out more. Well, he goes to Detroit. Nathaniel David Super Chat goes, dude really chose golf over Hurts. He chose $8 million over whatever the Eagles were going to offer. How he has a backup plan, I'm not worried. He has a backup plan. It's going to be fun to figure out who it is and what it is, and I'm excited to see. But we have to figure out something there. I think Kevin Byard's the best. I think he's the best possible scenario we can have. If he gets cut by Tennessee or traded, he may be the best case scenario. And then you wonder if A.J. Brown and those guys are out there talking to the coaches and stuff about him. Roynell Young. I remember Roynell Young. CJ wanted the money. Yep. 500. I thought you were trolling when you uploaded a video or something. No. I had it set. I literally filmed that thing like 2 hours ago. I had a feeling he was going to go. And I just I'm going to keep this up just in case we sign him tonight. And then I hit the wrong button and I released it instead of deleted it. But I probably jinxed it. It was probably my fault. George, he says, Philly, I was so confused. I looked at my phone and seen you on the video. CJ signed the Eagles. Then I got notification CJ signed the. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's what I get for taking initiative. I did a video. I was like, this is a great video. This is funny. I had some stuff I'll have to save for another time. But it was like, I'm going to keep this just in case he signs tonight. And then, boom, I get woken up. He signs. I'm like, oh, it's with the Lions. I go to delete it, and my wife's like, you just released that. And I was like, I did. That's what happened. We got 1,483 people in the chat. I'm going to try to catch up real quick. I can't. I'm just so far behind. We're going to be fine. Listen, we're going to be fine. And like I said, the fact that you got James Bradbury back means to me that we can survive this. Torneville says, in favor of Super Chat, he goes, Eagles never drafted a safety to play safety in first round. They drafted Ben Smith in round 1, but made him a corner. He was a great corner until his injury, too. Him and Eric Allen were awesome. Thank you for Super Chat. John Johnson III should come to Philly. How you all blaming Howie? I'm not blaming Howie. No, I'm not blaming Howie. I mean, I'm not happy, but at this point, if what Rube is saying is true, it's hard for me to blame him. Patriot 1776 says, I'm truly not worried. We've retained almost everyone. I agree. I'm telling you, for me, the Bradbury and Slade, the fact that they're here makes it a lot easier, But I think Byard's got to be the guy. We got to find a way to get him. FJS goes, David Super Chat goes, Cowboys fan, Philly 500, but still love your channel. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Mav says, fire Howie. I always know it's Mav because of the mad, what you call it. Thumbo says, you missed my, I swear I thought I read it. I could have sworn I read it. Let me see. There you go, Thumbo. Yeah, I did read this earlier. But thank you again for Super Chat. He says, just because he turned it down, he still could have come back to the deal rate. Not the same deal because I don't think the Eagles had the money. Because what I was reading, what Reuben Frank was saying was that as soon as he turned the deal down, they went and spent that money other places. So he would have had to come for even less money, is what they're saying. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. You know, I mean, to me, it sucks. It sucks. I read that one. Are the Lions winning? Lions are going to be good. I mean, Lions should be good on paper, you know. 500. Oh, the question is, what did Howie offer? I don't know. According to Reuben Frank and what we have right now, he doesn't say, but what he does say is the Eagles did indeed make an offer at the start of free agency, but it wasn't what CJ wanted, and he turned it down. And by the time he realized he had misjudged the market, the Eagles had moved on to other priorities. So he signed for less with Detroit. So it sounds like the Eagles offered more than $8 million a year. Nick says, am I the only one who doesn't care if we got CJ Gardner-Johnson back? Man can't tackle well, but man, he was a ball hawk. He could sure get turnovers, you know? Want a move by Howie Roseman? Yeah, Ben Smith was a corner with the Eagles, but what they're saying is when he came out of college, he was a safety. That's what they're saying. I don't know that to be a fact, but Ben Smith was a corner with the Eagles. He played opposite of Eric Allen, and he was really good until he got hurt. Yeah, CJ played himself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jalen Mills wants to come back, and I know that's going to be a popular pick amongst people. But my question to you is this. He's a great name because he used to play for the Eagles. He was there when we won the Super Bowl. But does he make our team better at safety? That I don't know. You know, I don't know. The question is who's out there who may be in the same position that CJ Gardner-Johnson was? That would be the question. Let's see here. Man, this is coming. We got over 1,500 people in here. I can't keep up. Thank you guys for being here. Victor Davis Super Chat. He goes, even before the trade, I think CJ just did enough for us to overvalue him. He had a Trevon Diggs kind of season. I don't think that's happening again. So you think that was a career year and that was it? Well, if that's the case, then we're going to get off lucky, you know? The Umbrella Man, David Super Chat, he goes, you have to watch the film on running back Sean Tucker. Dude's going to be a problem. All right, hold on. I will take a picture of that, and then I will take a look at him. Tony C. David Super Chat, he goes, Howie's ahead of the curve. CJ wanted too much. Watch the Howie magic. Well, they're saying the Eagles offered him. They offered him more than $8 million. We'll find out what they offered him, you know. Hey, David Super Chat, he goes, John Johnson is on his way. It's why we got greedy. Interesting. That's interesting. I think Kevin Byard, it sounds like Byard's going to go. Like, it sounds like he is going to get cut or maybe traded. I don't know. I think the Eagles should jump on all over that, you know. Mr. Michael, David Super Chat, he goes, bring on Kevin Byard. Yes, he's from Philly too. He actually better but older. He picks, breaking on the ball and not tips a bit. You know, I agree with you. I think he's got to be our goal. We gotta go try to get him. You go talk to AJ Brown about him. Go get him. You know. Brandon Cooks remembers that hit from Malcolm Jenkins in the Super Bowl. He should, or maybe he doesn't. Brian Branch is the man. Trade back 15 or 16, grab him and grab more picks as well. I'm not opposed to a safety in the first round. I'm not, but I still don't know if I want to come off that 10 pick, man. We offered him $10 million. So we offered him $10 million. He turned it down and he went to Detroit for $8 million. Talk about bad timing. Talk about not destiny, you know? Yeah, hit that like button, man. We got 460. We need like, what many people we got here? We need 1,000 likes. If we get 1,000 likes, I'll definitely do a video and put it out tonight for you guys. You know, and I got things to do. We got to make babies. Philly White says, are we about to get Byard? Like, I believe it 100%. I don't know if we will or not. But I know that we're going to have to get a safety. I don't know that I want Jalen Mills, you know. Jalen Mills is probably the way to go right now, even if he's a backup or starter, depending on who we drive. Question is, who else is out there? I need to go look and see who else is out there. I didn't even want to look because I just wanted C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. Listen, at the end of the day, and this is what I truly believe, I like C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I like his attitude. I thought he fit Philly really well. I think he's going to go to Detroit, and he's going to see that the fans didn't connect with him the way Philly fans did. I think it was special. I think he had a special bond with the Eagle fans. He shouldn't have left on that, but he did. So I have no doubt that Howie will come away. We will come away with this better than we are right now. Monroe says, to House Nelson, ain't nobody afraid of Brandon Cooks. Our wide receivers are still better than yours. Let's quit playing. Absolutely. Yep, we offered him, Rock says, we offered him more money and he didn't take it. F him. Yep. That's because he thought he was going to get a huge payday. You know, he probably went back to the Eagles and said, oh, yeah, I'll take it. And Eagles said, well, we spent our money. No, we don't have it. Yeah, I'm with you, Daz. I'm out in Mills, too. Branch. All right, Branch. But how about Branch? Would you trade? All right. Let me see if I can make a deal here. All right, Daz, let's make a deal. If I was willing to come off that 10 pick and drop back to 14, let's say, and then take Branch at safety, would you then allow me to trade up? And would you be in on me trading up with my 30th pick and getting Bijan Robinson? So I come away at first round with Branch, Robinson, and an extra pick. Down. Rodney McLeod, too old. I think he's too old. I like Blankenship too, but you still need another safety. You know? Jalen Mills is 28. I know, but I don't think he's really that good of a safety. I don't think he's really that good of a safety. Terrell Emmons from the Steelers. Oh, wait. Watch Slay get exposed with no over-the-top. Eagles lose 25-year-old ball hawk to the Honolulu Blue Lions. The Honolulu Blue Lions? Is that what you're calling them? Man. Where is I don't know where that one. I wanted to read that one. I don't know where I did it. Where it went. Reed says Mills had a higher coverage grade last year at safety than CJ did. According to what? PFF? So, I mean, it's possibly. I still like the idea of drafting one late in the first, second, Johnson or Brown. Yeah, I like I said, I want Byard. Lions, baby, we're young again. Lions are getting better, no question. Here you go. Terrell Emmons from the Steelers. He's a free agent. There you go. I would be open to that. Amos or Terrell, yeah. Maybe they could work out something with like Chicago or something. Draft Kylie Ringo and move him to safety. So I would move Porter Jr. to safety. You know. Do we have the numbers on CJ? It was a 1 year, $8 million deal with the Lions. So 1 year, $8 million. And apparently the Eagles offered him 10 and he turned it down. So Nick, he says, just want to say I love your channel, Philly. I've been watching you for a while now. I look forward to your videos every day. Oh, thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Would you trade for another safety? Like I would trade for a safety, yeah. Why not? It was so successful last year. It's just a shame, you know, you got a young kid there and wish we could have locked him in. Colton says Gibbs is better than Robinson. I like Gibbs, but I got Robinson better. Jordan, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, how would you feel about taking Jackson Smith-Webster at 10? Imagine having 3-star receivers. I mean, I presented that yesterday in a video. I like him. I don't know that I would take him at 10, though. I really don't. I think if I'm at 10, I might have to take a defensive back now, you know? John, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, but wouldn't Jalen's talent level just be increased just by the fact that he would be playing with Bradbury and Slay? Yeah, I think so. I guess so. It would. they could cover up some things, but I don't know. I mean, really, the only reason to get him, in my opinion, would be because he used to play for the Eagles. I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it, but I mean, all I'm saying is, I think we can do better. Let's see if we can do better first. You know, Saints offered him 12.5, and he turned it down. Jeez, I just don't understand why. What I don't understand is why the Eagles couldn't work out something. Once he was like, okay, I'm taking a 1-year deal, why couldn't they work out something to keep him? And David Super Chat, he goes, we can get Mills replace Marsha, not CJ. Yeah, I guess that would be an upgrade. Phil, you missed my Super Chat. I thought I just read it. I just read it. Chris sworn I just read it, Jordan. Yeah, I read it right here. How would you feel about taking Jackson Smith at 10? Imagine having 3-star receivers. And I said I wouldn't take him at 10. I think I have to go defense, maybe defensive back at this point. That's what I would do. Let me try to catch up. This chat is so, we got over 1,500 people. It's crazy. Let's see. Eric Cruz, David Super Chat goes, CJ was good, but he will not be our elite. Our pass rush had to do a lot of his success. Well, I still expect our pass rush to be good this year. I mean, we still got 3 guys with, we still have 3 guys with double-digit sacks. So it wasn't going to get better. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, it was a Daz. It is what it is. The question is, what's the plan next? Q-Ball, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, I saw your video go right after the announcement they signed with the Lions. Not your fault, bro. Happy I found you and Shakes this offseason. Keep doing you, Howie. Got a game plan, I'm sure of it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was my mistake. That was supposed to be deleted. Or actually, I probably would have just put it on channel members as like an unreleased video, but it's crazy. It's crazy. And thank you for super chat. How he must believe in Wallace? I don't know. Do you believe? How can he believe in Wallace? Gamba, thank you for super chat. He goes, I'm extremely confused. He's only getting 6.5 guaranteed. We couldn't have beat that. Apparently, the Eagles, after they made the offer, they spent that money and they couldn't give it to him, I guess is what they're saying. But maybe, just maybe, maybe they were like, nah, the hell with you, screw you. You didn't want to take our offer, now forget it. Maybe the Eagles felt that way. The clear thing with CJ Gardner-Johnson, I like him, but he clearly was about the money, and that's the thing. You want guys that want to be with your team. They want to be there. Bradbury could have got more. He made a conscious effort to come back to Philly. He wanted to be part of the city. He wanted to be part of that team. He wanted to bleed green. CJ Gardner-Johnson, I like him, but he was about the money, or he would have took that offer the Eagles gave him. Green Blaze, the fight goes, David Super Chat goes, what Chase Brown running back from Illinois? You want Chase Brown, the running back from Illinois? I haven't even, I've only looked at like 3 running backs so far. I have a lot of homework to do with the draft. Torreyville, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Washington, 270-pound tight end in round 2. My gosh. Think about the run blocking with our O-line. Goddard and Washington in there. Defenses wouldn't be able to handle it. No, it wouldn't. Can he catch? Make money, not friends. I like that. He says, I say draft a safety or trade for one. Yeah, I think that's got to be the plan, right? Let Maddox play safety and Green play slot. See, I think if you take Maddox off of the slot, then I think you're creating a possible hole in 2 positions, because I don't think Maddox is that great of a safety. And then, then you create an opening at your slot. I think, maybe Greedy can play safety. I don't know, but I think you got to keep Avonte Maddox in the slot. Just my opinion, Let's see. 500 Jamal Adams. What's the story with Jamal Adams anyways? Is he available or is he not? And wasn't he hurt? CJ Gardner-Johnson had a better chance at glory with Detroit than he did. Nah, he has a better chance at glory with Philly. And not only that, listen, the fans took to him. There was a special bond he could have had with that fan. He would have been beloved in Philly. They loved him. I mean, he ain't gonna find that kind of feeling anywhere else. I think he made a mistake, but but who am I to say? Listen, if Jamal Adams is healthy, I think that's fine. Byard too. Byard's 29, but he can play. Paul David Super Chat. He goes, I'm worried about Carter, fat and out of shape. I know. 9 pounds. Here's my thought on Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter is going through a lot mentally. He loses a friend. He gets in trouble. He knows he's screwed up. He had to leave the combine. I'm worried the kid's a little bit depressed, But one of the things is the Eagles may say, listen, we got Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. They were teammates of him. It may be the perfect landing spot for him. But, yeah, I understand. How could he be out of shape then? Modern Day J, I'm with you, man. I want Bijan too. I want him too. We cannot afford Byard. It depends. If they cut him, then you can sign him to whatever. Obey crazy. David Super Chat goes, BS of CJ to do that with us. Just for the money, he gets nothing for his decision. I like Amos. I like Amos too. Byard, I like Johnson. I like Edmonds too. Mills, what do you rank? I probably go Byard 1, Amos 2, Edmonds 3, Johnson, then Mills. That's probably how I would do it. No, our season's okay. Now listen, it would have been a bigger problem if we would have lost. If we would have lost if we would have lost Bradbury and CJ Gardner-Johnson, or Slay and CJ Gardner-Johnson, that would have been a problem. New Zealand Philly fan, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Bucks at 19, trade back. They need a quarterback, Will Levis. Yeah. Kid's got an arm. Do we play? I don't know if we play the Lions. Green Blood, David Super Chat. He goes, start a rumor that Byard is sleeping with the owner's wife so he gets released so we can pick him up. I'm on it. Tonight, I'm going to start it. I'm going to start that rumor. David Super Chat. He goes, so what? Jason says, what would it take to bring Jalen Mills to compete for a job at camp? Worst case, he doesn't make it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to bring him in that way, sure. I'm just not. I just don't want to hand him a job and that's it, Jonathan Cook says CJ is still up. David Super Chat. Man, it was about the money, obviously. I feel like I'm missing a super chat. Anton, David Super Chat, my man. He goes, silver lining is our team will only get stronger from this point in the offseason moving forward. There are no more free agents to lose focus now on adding. Yeah, and David Super Chat. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if when they were going to release Slay, it was they were bringing Bradbury back and then CJ back. And then when CJ turned down their offer, they said, you know what? Let's work it out with Darius Slay. I wonder if that's what happened. I don't know. It's interesting. Evan's favorite super chat. He goes, he had connections to Campbell and Aaron Glenn. That makes sense, but still, he was in Philly, man. Trivial says, I'd rather have Eagles draft Cansey over Carter. I like Cansey a lot. I like Carter a lot too. Parker, David Super Chat goes, do you feel disrespected or more disappointed? Disappointed. I feel disappointed. Listen, if a guy's after the money and he's after the almighty dollar, there's nothing you can do to convince him. I just think, sometimes, the money, it shouldn't be all about the money, Let me see something. I think I missed a super chat. Man, we got 1,500 people in the chat. Hit that like, subscribe if you haven't. I think did I read this, Gambo? I can't remember. But thank you for super chat, my man. He said, I'm extremely confused. He's only getting 6.5 guaranteed. We couldn't have beat that. No, we couldn't have beaten that. Q-Ball, I know I got this one. Yeah, so okay, I got everything then. All right, cool. Let me get back down. Man, we got 1,544 people in the chat. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday night where I thought we were getting CJ Gardner-Johnson back, man. Gabagool Eater, he says, hit that like button. I saw a couple of videos by other content creators, and it was like the Eagles are on the verge of signing him to a 1-year deal. It's almost done, and I'm thinking, it's done. It's done. I'm like, I'm not going to do a video on it because I want to wait till it's done. But then I did a video on it. At least he won't be in our division, so we don't have to play him twice a year. That's true. Trade back for more picks and draft branch. That's going to be a big, interesting debate over the next month. Trade back, stay put. Trade back or stay put. David Super Chat goes, call the Broncos for Simmons. Is Simmons available? I'm wondering if they're going to move Greedy to safety. Jason Reese, David Super Chat goes, and Howie I trust. Yeah, I think Howie's got to have a backup plan. He's got to have a contingency. Parker David Super Chat, he goes, I feel both disappointed and disrespected. He kept pushing the motive that he was all in with Philly and he would fight hard for championship. I believe he will fight. I believe if he's playing, he's going to give you everything he has. I believe he's that type of guy. But I believe that he was all about the money this whole season. He talked about the money. We're going to be around $26 million in cap space soon. Yeah, that's true. Come what? No, wait. Did the Slay money? There's renegotiating that contract? Did that free up money right away, or do we have to wait till June for that? Gabagool Eater says we don't need a draft to safety. There's literally 10 guys that could come in here and fill that position. Yeah, Greedy Williams blows. Well, he's coming in as a backup, right? $500 is how he's still working on the running back position. I believe the running back position will be addressed in the draft. It sucks to lose CJ Gardner-Johnson. I'm disappointed. I am. I'm sad. But at the same time, like I said earlier in the week, getting Bradbury back softens the blow. But I still think you got to do something safety. I don't think we're there. I don't think we're done there yet. I think you need one linebacker, you need 2 safeties, you still need another running back, in my opinion. Those are the 3 things that I have to address still. What's next, Howie? It could be safety. Chase says, A.J. Brown said Philly fans need to watch their mouth about CJ. Well, what did they say? Well, what did the Eagle fans say so bad? That ain't going to happen. Rocky Dave for Super Chat, my man. Shout out to you. He signed a 1-year deal. That's not about the money. He's coming out to a better team. No, because I think he went back to the Eagles and they couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford to pay him. You really trying to tell me you think Detroit's a better team than the Eagles? I come on now. Come on. You want Jared Goff as your quarterback over Jalen Hurts? Come on, man. Come on. Backyard Birds podcast says, do we get a comp pick for CJ? I believe we will, yes. I believe we will. Can Greedy play safety? I have no idea. I have no idea. I think he's about, what? I want to say he's like 6'2", 6'3", 215, but I don't know that he can. I ain't mad. It's only a year. He plays well, and there's a chance he may come back. Best of luck in Detroit, and thank you for your help in getting Philly to another Super Bowl. Listen, I like the kid. I wanted him to come back. It didn't work out. Now the question is, and the fun part is going to be, what do we do next? What do we do? How do we fix this? You definitely need a defensive tackle. I see a defensive tackle being addressed. Here's what I think is going to happen. All right, just my prediction. I think defensive tackle and running back, they get fixed and filled in the draft. Linebacker and safety is going to be free agency or a trade. I think Bobby Wagner could be a possibility for 1 year. That may be the linebacker they go after. And then I think they're going to go after a veteran safety. They might draft a safety too, but I think you have to get a veteran safety. I agree with the linebacker and Mills and draft a safety. Mills is, I'm probably out on Mills. I just am. Gavin says, Philly, I'm 100% with you on draft Bijan Robinson. I think he could be a game changer. Yeah, he takes your offense to a whole nother level. You're putting a really talented young running back against with the best offensive line in football. If this kid becomes what we think he can become, that's something you don't see very often in the NFL. Marshall Chambers, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, Branch has to be the pick with a trade back for more picks. I still don't want to trade back. I don't want to. I'll trade 30, but I don't want to trade. I do not want to trade my 10th pick. I do not want to trade back unless I get a lot. I got to get a lot, and I can't go that many spots. Rocky Day for super chat goes, check out Derek Gunn's post on Bleacher Report. Let me see. All right, let me go to it. I thought this was going to be a nice, quiet Sunday. You know what I mean? I was doing housework like a good man. I had a dustpan in one hand, a broom in another. Just kidding. But I was just hanging out today. All right, so Derek Gunn says this. Sources say a week ago the Eagles offered C.J. Gardner-Johnson a 3-year deal, two guaranteed for more money than $2 million more guaranteed, more money total in the 1 year he signed with Detroit. More to this story, I'm sure, will eventually come out. All right, so C.J. Gardner-Johnson, according to Derek Gunn, was offered a 3-year deal by the Eagles, and 2 of the years he would have made more guaranteed money for 2 years than he is making with Detroit in 1. Interesting. The 444 report. Hey, go sub him up. Put your link in the description. Honestly, when you have 2 Pro Bowl corners, you don't need a football safety, especially in this scheme where safeties play over the top. I think you do need a safety, but it lessens the blow. It makes it easier, 500 is how we keep him Blankenship because he's a good. Yeah, Blankenship is back. CJ's contract makes him the 20th highest paid safety, and obviously he just signed, so that's worse than it looks. He's not that elite. The Lions will have a better record than all 4 NFC East teams. Come on, Lions fans. You're the Lions. Doesn't matter. You can have the greatest team in the history of history. Something will happen, and the Lions will be the Lions. AJ talked too much. Been running his mouth all season negatively about Philly. What's up with him? What else did he say? Victor says, we plugged Epps and Blankenship on that defense, and they look great. I don't think Epps looked great. CJ benefited from the defense more than the defense benefited from him. I think he made a mistake betting on himself on the Lions. Could be right. I do think we're going to need another safety. And I think they're going to address it soon. I don't think it's going to be like in the draft. I think they'll address him soon. Blake says, I bet you the Titans keep Kevin Byard and keep him as bait to have us trade for him. Draft night, we might get him. What do you think he would cost in a trade? I mean, I'm not giving up a 3rd-round pick for him. I'm not, he's 29 years old. Now they have the money to pay Bobby Wagner since they don't have CJ. Yeah, right? CJ has been going ever since one of you cooks stole his whip. You think it's when his car got jacked? That was it. He was done. Is that why he left? He may get a couple cars stolen in Detroit. AJ always open says they got to get the best defensive player on the board, whether it means you trade up or whatever. Agreed. Carter will be there at 10. Everyone is bailing on him. I know, and that could make him dangerous. Like if he's hungry and if he's learned from his mistakes, and if he wants to make people pay, that may be the pick. That may be the pick, man. Not gonna lie. Lions drafting Carter 2. We will see. Yes, always stick with the vets in the secondary that don't get burned or double move. Linebackers, defensive line, offensive line can get by with the rookies. Yeah, I think they're going to go. I definitely think they're going to go ahead and sign a safety or trade for one that's a veteran. Elliott Shore-Parks, he's saying watch out for Amos. Bud Dupree would be the guy to sign. How old is Dupree? Personally, I would sign Jalen Mills to a one-year deal if nothing else. Get a vet who's a fan favorite who could be supported by Slay and Bradbury in the backfield. If he was a lone vet, I wouldn't sign him. Gotcha. So you're saying because of Slay and Bradbury, that opens the door for him. I gotcha. Michael says, also Goff ain't costing us 40, 50 million. He's gone as far as your quarterback quote Super Bowl and lost just like yours. Yeah, but our quarterback actually played good. I don't think when did they lose that? When did Detroit lose that? I mean, when did LA lose that Super Bowl? Was it 6-3? That was a horrible Super Bowl. We picked up Greedy to play safety. I don't know. Maybe. Apparently, he had a beef with Slay. Really? That sucks. Digital Print House, my man. He goes, A.J. Brown came out and said us fans switch up quick. I think people are bashing him without knowledge of how it all went down. Yeah, I have not bashed C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I'm not bashing him. I'm disappointed they left. But it is what it is. Philly Fan 23 says 500. I'm going to guess that Hassan Reddick is going to be the defensive player of the year in 2023. Really? I like it. That would be great. Mary says, I want Bobby Wagner on the squad. Me too. I think that Bobby Wagner would be a great move, especially to let him play with Nakobe Dean for a year. I think that would be great. Twisted Death says, trading back is a terrible idea. I think so too. I don't think it's a good idea this year. I think when you lose top talent like Javon Hargrave, now you lost CJ. I think you need to get some of those blue chip players back. I think 10, especially with 4 quarterbacks possibly going in the top 10, I think you have to sit there and you have to pick. Larry H says, Philly, we should draft Carter if he's there at 10, and then Nolan Smith at 30, that Georgia defense. That's not a bad idea. If you're going to go all defense, it's not a bad idea. I think Jalen Carter. See, I think if Carter falls, I think the Eagles are going to take him. I really do. I think they're going to take him. If he's at 10, I think the Eagles take him. The Eagles aren't playing a straight 3-4 from what I gather. It's going to be similar to last year where it's going to be hybrid fronts. So you wouldn't need another defensive tackle. You wouldn't just need a nose tackle. For a change, Detroit isn't laughingstock of the NFL. They may be a force for reckoning. Yeah, they might be. Yeah, I agree. Miles didn't even sign for that much. Should have kept him. What did Miles sign for? $6 million a year? See, I think the thing with Miles was, I think that the Eagles coaches, and this is my theory, I think the Eagles coaches are looking for different type of backs than like Miles Sanders, even Ball Scott, Kenneth Gainwell. I think they play those guys because they're still there. I think they want guys that are a little bigger. Because if you look, they picked up Trey Sermon, 5'11", 220. Then they picked up this kid Penny, right? 5'11", 220. Then, that's why I think Bijan's in play at 6 foot, 220. Wagner ain't signing. Well, he might not. He might not. All I'm saying, just because you talk about a player doesn't mean that you're automatically saying he will sign. You can say, hey, well, this guy's a good fit. This guy's a good fit. Logan says, I think Greedy will play safety and we draft Branch at 10. Wow. Safety at 10. That would be interesting. I don't know if they'll do that, but first of all, we gotta see if Greedy, if he will play safety. AJ got a pod was saying all weird shit about Phil. Really? I have to hear this pod. I did not hear it. 4-4 said he's banging himself to get a bigger deal next year. That's all. Yep. Derek Gunn said CJ with the Eagles would have gotten 3 years, 2 years guaranteed. Yeah, that's what I said. And both those years, both would have made more money than he was making with Detroit. Yeah, Gannon got cooked. Gannon was a problem, in my opinion. Let's see. Took less to be at Detroit. He left because Detroit on a come up. I don't know. I think he left because Detroit paid more. But I really wonder now. I really wonder if, because we remember that whole day where Slay was going to go and they were going to release Slay, and then they didn't release Slay, and then all of a sudden Slay's getting an extension. They work it out. I wonder if that money that they paid Slay with, that was the money that they used for CJ Gardner-Johnson. And that once he turned it down, they went and gave it to Slay. I bet you that's what happened. Sounds like CJ gambled and lost. Sucks for both of us, but how we train stops for no one. It does. It stops for no one. James says, I like the idea of moving Slay to safety and draft Witherspoon. No? I don't know. To me, if I had to move one of my corners to safety, I would think Bradbury would have an easier time. But I think you got to keep Slay at corner, you know. Let's see. We offered him $12 million a year for 3 years. Man, he turned that down. Maybe CJ's agent is an idiot. I want to roll with Blankenship. At least he can tackle, sign some depth. I like Blankenship. I think Blankenship is in play, but you need one more safety. So I think Blankenship's one guy, but you still need another guy. Nathaniel David Super Chat goes, what do you think about Adrian Amos? He's only 29. I like him. I think he could come in and fill that role for a year. I think he'd be fine. I like the movie Slave Safety Whisper. Nah, I'm not interested in that. No. I don't want Slay. I don't want Slay at safety. I don't think he's going to be a good safety. I think he's a better corner. I don't think he's the greatest tackler in the world either. Man, I can't pronounce that name. Mazzar's Moon. You changed your name, right? Member for 29 months at Tinfoil Dingbats. What's going on? I think it sounds like something personal with CJ Gardner-Johnson, that it wasn't all about the money. It seems like the resigning of Slay may have been a factor. I think something has to do with Slay getting signed too. I agree. There's something there with that. I don't know what it is, but I tend to agree with you. And thank you for all your support. Let me see here. Eric Cruz says we already have 9 comp picks. That's good. Colton B. Thank you for Super Chat. Go swap 10 for 11 and Bayard with the Titans. I would do that. We just gotta relax because I'm sure Howie's gonna have a plan. We got to think of it in terms of like, you always get guys that we're not talking about, we're not thinking about. They're in the last year of a contract. A lot like similar to CJ Gardner-Johnson. None of us were talking about him, and the Eagles got him. Who is the next guy Howie's looking at? Colton B. David Super Chat goes, AJ was just saying how fans switch up on the players. Well, I mean, I don't know what they're saying on Twitter. I haven't listened yet, but I can imagine some of the people are probably pissed. Radiation Bus, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, the Lions are the Lions, but they have a good coaching and O-line. Picked up C.J. Montgomery, St. Brown, Jameson are good. Goff hasn't been a Pro Bowl. Yeah, they're up and coming. They can literally win that division. I think it's going to be between them and Chicago. I think those are going to be the best two teams in that division. Steven Schwartz, thank you for Super Chat. CJ is a clown. Let's sign Jay Landry, Wagner, and Bayard. There you go. You want Jarvis Landry as a third receiver, huh? Is he a free agent? I'm trying to catch up here. I'm so far behind. Man, you guys are awesome, by the way. Philly fan 23, thank you for Super Chat. I hope we get Jalen Mills. I always liked the guy. A lot of people want Jalen Mills back. A lot of people. He's not my first choice. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happened though. Philly Jacks 94. He says Slay can't tackle. We need a safety that can tackle. I agree. Eagles Nation says 500. Me and Wyatt called Mark. He answered. We called Mark what? John Johnson, third safety. Yeah, he's got to be in on it. McPherson can tackle really well. Can't handle covering as a quarterback. Maybe he could handle being a safety. He has turned into good. Yeah, that may be something. You know. The Black Line says I don't trust Blankenship starting full time. That's nuts. You don't trust him? I thought when he played, he was good. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but I mean, are you going to be able to get two safeties in there that can start right away? I'm thinking you get somebody decent in there, and then you have him. We'll see what he does 1 year. I mean, does anybody think Kevon Wallace is the guy? Do any of us think that Wallace can be the guy? Anton says, I'm so bummed out. CJ was a heart and soul. I'm bummed out too. I'm not gonna lie. It's disappointing. It definitely is. It is. It sucks. It sucks. But we just gotta remain somewhat patient because the Eagles have they've been in situations like this. Howie always seems like he has a back. He's got to have a plan, right? He's got to have a plan. Jameson Smith, thank you for Super Chat. Goes 500. You're looking slim, fam. Proud of you. Also, FJB. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think I know what it means. I can't say because then I get throttled. But thank you, man. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to diet, trying to get in shape, you know. Free agent Mills or draft branch with signing of Bobby Wagner, and we are in business. Man, you guys really think Mills is an upgrade, huh? See, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know about Mills. I mean, I guess he's cheap. You called Mark. How did you call Mark? Eagles Fly says, I want Kevin Byard or Adrian Amos. Me too. Text was Philly. Don't act like you didn't take back that stream. You have been saying breaking news. CJ went back to Eagles. Who you fooling? What the frig are you talking about? What stream? Didn't take back that stream. What stream are we talking about? Where I said breaking news. CJ went back to. You mean the video I released earlier tonight? Are you talking? Is that what you're talking about? That wasn't a stream. That was a video I did about 2 hours beforehand, thinking that he was coming back, and I meant to delete it. If that's what you're talking about, if you're talking about a stream that I did later early in the week, prove it. You say the stupidest things sometimes. I just got to tell you, sometimes your troll game is weak. It doesn't even make sense to me. John McNay, member for 10 months at Dingbat Nation. Thank you for your support. He goes, Ronnie Harrison, possibly former Cleveland safety. Is he even in the league? I think Amos is 29. LeBlanc, I don't know. I don't know if LeBlanc could play safety. I don't even know where he is. We have 12 picks in 24. We have plenty of firepower to do things. I agree. Like I said, I really think that you're going to see safety and linebacker addressed before the draft, And then I think you're going to see defensive tackle, running back in the draft. Dan says, he said Uzi was cool. It was funny exchange he had. What are you talking about, the nonconformists? Who are we talking about? I'm told the Eagles did indeed make an offer at the start free agency, but it wasn't what CJ wanted, and he turned it down. Eagles have moved on to other priorities per Ruben Frank. Yeah, I read that earlier. And then, I don't know, did you see the one with Derek Gunn, where he said, sources say a week ago the Eagles offered CJ Gardner-Johnson a 3-year deal, 2 years guaranteed, for more money total than the 1 year he signed with Detroit. More to this story, I'm sure, will eventually come out. So there's got to be more to this whole thing. It's got to be more to it, you know. Rocky says, and David Supertakers, when are the coordinators having press conferences? Oh, not for a while. Not for a while. Eagles Nation at 500 more. How did you get his number? Jerome says, I'm good 500. Now we can move on. You're good with him leaving? $6 million is our current cap. Man. He also said, if you win, they'll love you. He likes the city. Eagle fans said Slay, well, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Philly, it's my... Yeah, Jacqueline Kemp. That's right. I keep forgetting I changed my profile name. Yes. Yes. It's easier if I could just call you Jacqueline Kemp, but I could call you, was it Mazari's Moon? Is that how it's pronounced? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Yes, 500. Mark actually picked up when we called him. Well, that's cool. How did you get his number? $26 million June 1st. Okay, so June 1st we get $26 million. You could be in a situation with Byard that he may still be available. He wants out, right? He wants a trade or get it cut. He's not going to redo his contract. He's going to wind up getting cut. Mark Anthony says, now that CJ is gone, we should draft Sidney Brown, my favorite safety in the draft. I'm going to have to look at him. Let's see. Trail says, we didn't switch up. He switched up. Draft Carter and Branch on the first round and sign Bobby Wagner. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. That sounds good. Greedy's in the same position as CJ Gardner-Johnson was last year. Do you think they brought Greedy in to play safety? That's the question. I don't know any Eagle fan that said Slay was washed. Nobody said that. They said Slay was asking for more money and we wanted CJ Gardner-Johnson back. What about signing Craven LeBlanc? I don't know. I don't know where Scrap is. Where is he at right now? What team is he on? I mean, he could be a guy you could bring back for camp. I don't know that he could come back and start. You know, I don't know if he's going to do that for you. You actually call. How did you get his number? I'm not even that mad after how CJ was acting on Twitter. I honestly don't kid because he act like a child. He acts like a child. I'm not even mad that, yeah, a lot of people, there's quite a lot of people who are like, whatever, They need two safeties. Jalen Mills can be one of them. He can replace Epps. We need someone better to replace Mills. Better than Mills replace CJ. Yeah, I agree. Still not sure about Mills. But if Mills is coming back, I'm okay with Mills if he's coming back to replace Epps. But I still need to get somebody else. Our Arthur says, now I want to draft Sidney Brown or Brian Branch. Safety's going to be a popular pick for the Eagles. Orlo says, everyone has to relax. It will be all right. Sometimes it happens and you lose some folks. Oh, well, too bad. Just got to address the position as best as possible. I'm sure Howie has a plan. I'm sure they're working on the plan. It's going to be interesting to see who their draft visits are. If there's safeties in there, we will be fine. We will be fine. Blankenship season, right? Go Birds, pay some attention. They offer more money to stay. Yeah, they offered him more money. Philly says, like, we really called Mark Holmes, no cap. I know you called him. I believe that you called him. I just wonder how did you get his number? I want to make sure I didn't dox him or something. Jason Reed says, not saying Mills is the answer, but let him compete. I believe he'll beat out Greedy easy. They might do it. I mean, they might, The Eagles had to know for what, like this whole last week, that CJ Gardner-Johnson wasn't coming back. They knew. So if they knew, they've had to be thinking about this. They have to have a plan by now. Question is, what is it going to be? Can you put Mark Holmes' number? No, I cannot. No. That was a nightmare day. Oh, my God. The Eagles are saving money to sign your quarterback $230 million guaranteed. That's not what it's about. They're going to sign him to an extension. That extension won't even kick in this year. Train Greedy Williams as safety, give him a shot. They might. Maybe that's what they're planning to do. Now, Wallace just ain't the guy. I agree. Morgan says, now that CJ is gone, we should draft Sidney Brown from Illinois. He's great. I think I would not mind a safety like in round 2. Like maybe round 1, but I think round 2 you could go safety easily. Go defensive tackle round 1, your first pick. Go running back with your second first, and then go safety with your first, second round pick. You can do something like that. You'd rather move Maddox to safety and see what Greedy can do. Problem is what if Greedy can't play a slot? And Maddox, to me, isn't the greatest safety. Like, Maddox is good in the slot. I don't think he's good at safety. So you could potentially create 2 holes if you move Maddox to safety. I don't like Maddox at safety. I don't think when he played safety before, I didn't think he was that good. We just gonna have to go out and get one. How he has a plan, no doubt. Yeah, my guess, like I said earlier, if you missed it, I said I think the Eagles will get. I think they're gonna get a safety and a linebacker before the draft. And then I think in the draft, they address defensive line and running back. That's what I think they're going to do. But I don't know. I mean, I got to go look at all these safeties. It was Mark Holmes, Philly. But I know it was Mark Holmes. But I know you guys talked to Mark Holmes on the phone. I get it. But how did you get his number? Heart and soul. Well, not anymore. I think Brandon Graham's the heart and soul. He missed. What did he miss? I want to say like 6 games, maybe. You're joking. I got you. Hey, us Lions fans are trying to help you up. But what's the trade? I didn't see the trade, Chase. What's the trade? Wallace probably gets cut prior to the start of the regular season without trading for another safety. I see Blankenship and Maddox starting. I can't see Maddox as safety. I see Maddox as slot corner. I'm just not. I can't move Maddox. Maddox is a great slot corner. Leave him there. Don't weaken that position. James says, I'm high on Mills. Sorry. No, it's fair. A lot of people, a lot of Eagle fans are high on Mills. I'm not sure what he gives us. I'm not opposed to it. Not if it's to replace Epps, but I don't know that I trust that Mills can come in and start at safety. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But if he was so good, why did he get let go over $6 million? we actually found Mark Holmes' phone number. Like, I'm not joking. I believe you. I really believe you. I truly believe you. Where did you find his number? Like were you at like Home Depot's bathroom? How he's drafting Branch at 10? We'll see. The Flash says, man, 500, there's some really good corners in the draft this year. Shouldn't we draft one of them for the future? I think if the Eagles, when you're picking, like, let's say at 10, and they're the best person on the board, do it. I say do it. If you feel like they're the best player on the board at the time you're picking. So, yeah, they could. Why the value go to Detroit for $8 million? I guess that was his best offer for a one-year deal. Literally, I think that was his best offer. Don says, I would have signed CJ and let Slay walk. This was a dumb move. Slay's old. The Washington Commanders will have the best defense in the NFC East now you heard it here. I don't know for sure, but I think that was the plan. The day we heard that the Eagles were releasing Slay, I think they were using that money to basically get CJ Gardner-Johnson signed. They were going to get him and Bradbury. And I think what happened is something happened. He turned the money down, and then the Eagles decided to work it out with Slay. And I think that's how it happened. I don't think they were going to keep both of them. Go along with David Super Chat, my man. He goes, happy birthday, Jerry Jones. He's 2,996 years old today. 2,997 years old today. He's old, but it is his birthday. 2,999 years old today. C2 says, people knocking the Slay deal don't realize that it opened up cap space. Jabroni, stop. Who's knocking the deal? I don't know who's knocking the deal. Yo, long way, thank you. And thank you for the super chat, my man. I don't know if I said that, but I wanted to thank you. Alex the Ghost, thank you for super chat. He goes, I saw that mistake. Private notification made CJ on Eagles left. Yeah, what happened was earlier today, like we were hearing, that he was going to sign with the Eagles 1-year deal. It sounded like it was going to happen. So I'm like, I made this video. I was just bored, and I made the video, and I was like, this is really good video. I was like, I really like this video. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to keep it in case he signs. So I fell asleep on the couch. 2 hours later, he signs. I wake up. I see they signed with Detroit. I go to delete it. And by accident, just by habit of releasing stuff, I released it publicly. My wife's like, you just released that. And I was like, oh, no. And then I had to delete it real quick. That's what happened. I thought he was signing. I thought we had him. But, yeah, that was on me. And I probably jinxed it. I'm probably the friggin' jinx. I don't know. But that's what happened. Joshua, thank you for super chat. He goes, this can't be real. How did he take that offer? Did we not offer more? And if we did, what the F? I just saw this. Please explain. So, Joshua, what they're saying is that the Eagles did offer more. I'll read what Derek Gunn wrote. He said, sources say it was a week ago, so the start of free agency, the Eagles offered CJ Gardner-Johnson a 3-year deal with 2 years guaranteed for more money total than the 1 year he signed with Detroit. More to the story, I'm sure, but will eventually come out. He turned it down, they said, and he thought he was going to get more money, misjudged the market, and then the Eagles took that money and spent it elsewhere, and then when he came back, I guess, and said he wanted that deal or whatever, it was off the table because the Eagles already spent the money. And then basically he wound up in Detroit. That's what we're hearing. I think there's probably more to it. I do. Jerry Jones, thank you for super chat and congratulations on being 3,000 years old today. Happy birthday to you. He says, now Sills is going to troll us all week. I also like men. Okay, Jerry Jones likes men. That's your prerogative in your business. Yeah, Sills is going to kill us this week. You know it. It's going to be tough Where the heck is this? Let's see here. I'm trying to find the man above. Let's see if did I miss this? Am I going the wrong way? Let me see. Yeah, there you go. All right, the man above, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, appreciate the live, brother. Fly, Eagles, fly. Trust in Howie. We're going to be fine. We'll be fine. And I know he's got a plan. I know that there's a plan. I know that they got a plan in place. I just don't know what it is, you know. Crush, thank you for super chat. He goes, lame Eagles. You all look broken down while we building up. Are you crazy? You Cowboy fans are crazy. Anti-David Super Chat goes, we need to draft my favorite safety came in your mouth. I tried to stop myself from reading that last part, but I couldn't stop the breaks quick enough. But thank you for Super Chat. And I don't know anything about that safety. But Jerry Jones might like it. John 3:16, yes. Ohana Means Family says, did you guys see CJ Gardner-Johnson delete his latest deleted tweet? No. What did it say? Yeah, backfield needs to upgrade. I agree. JNP, I agree with you. Pause. There you go. I agree. Backfield's not done. We're not done there. Why do you hate Darius Slay? Wait, why do you hate Darius Slay? You think it was Slay? I don't know. Listen, I'm avoiding Sills for the next 5 seasons. He could talk so much tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially when we get more information out about what happened. Eagles offered more than the Lions at the start of free agency. And CJ turned it down because he thought he was going to get even more money than that. Man, we're going to need a safety. Nate Gary, I don't want anything. Why would you want anything to do with Nate Gary? Forget Nate Gary. We don't need him. We don't want him. We don't need him. Forget Nate Gary. Bradbury can play the number 1 corner spot. Slay is getting old. Bradbury is more valuable to Philly than Gardner-Johnson. I honestly, I don't know. We're going to find. I have a feeling that their plan was to bring Bradbury and CJ Gardner-Johnson back and let Slay go. And then once they fell through with CJ, they worked out a deal with Slay. That's what I think happened. But we're going to find out. I just want to know what the Eagles' plan is. Because I believe they have to have a plan. I do not believe that the Eagles are happy about CJ Gardner-Johnson going. Like, I don't think how he made that trade in the hopes that you would have him 1 year he was going. I think the Eagles thought that they were going to be able to sign him. I don't think they thought he was going to have as big of a year and command as much money. But I don't think the Eagles ever thought that he was going to get the free agency. He was supposed to be their number 1 priority to sign. So, I don't know. I just don't know what happened. Eric Carr said, y'all, Trollsburg, stop. Ron Burgundy, my homie, right? Right? I can't help it. Once I start reading, I can't stop. Quan Joe's every super chat. She's about to go to the hub. Nikki Ben or Lita Ocean. I don't know. What is that? What do you mean? Is that I don't know who they are. So I don't know. I'll say Ocean because I like the ocean. David Lewis says, I've been an Eagles fan for 28 years, and the one thing I don't get is blind trust in Howie Roseman. I don't have blind trust in him. I don't have blind trust in him. I have gained some trust over the course of the last year, and I'm trying to trust him right now with the safety position. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I mean, I've had an up and down relationship with Howie. Up and down. Let's see. CJ is getting the 20th highest paid contract safety. He just signed it, and it's a 1 year, which means that's even worse than it looks. He is in the top 10 for that position, like we're making him seem. We're going to have to get another safety. I don't know. Some people like him. Some people don't. I like him. I thought that was his first year of safety. He's only going to get better, But, I mean, he's not an Eagle anymore. He's a Lion. So it doesn't, he's a Lion. Derek Burnett is still on the roster. Yeah, don't remind me. Yeah, it sounds like the Eagles offered him a 3-year deal with an average salary around $12 million per year. He turned it down. The Eagles moved on to signing other guys, and CJ ultimately signed for less. Yep. Yeah, he misjudged his market. No question about it. Kev Smith, David Super Chat goes, why are there always Cowboy fans here? Beat it. They're always here. Cowboy fans are everywhere. I don't know if you know, you could go into a store and you see Cowboy jerseys. You drive on the highway, you see bumper stickers, Yo, long way. David Super Chat goes, the little man has a plan. He earned my trust back. Yeah. I'm giving him trust. No question about it. Howie is in the Philly 500 doghouse. Uh-oh. CJ resigned for only $6 million to NS. No, he's not in my doghouse. He's not in my doghouse. I don't even know if that I can blame Howie for this. They tried to offer money. They gave him a bigger contract. If he didn't want to sign it, what can you do? What I want to see is how Howie's going to handle the position. What are you going to do now? That's the question. How do you handle it going forward? AO says, and David Super Chat goes, Jay Brown, PSU, J Bell, Alabama equals safety. Yeah. You're going to get both of them? I know some Cowboy fans, they always depressed. Always. Well, they haven't won anything in like 30 years, 500, I sent you a DM about Mark Holmes. I promise not to do anything. I'm being serious. Okay. I believe you. Let's see. Max was $12 million a year for CJ. Jeez. He didn't want it. He didn't take the money, man. Snowbird says, sometimes less is more. Do not overreact to not resigning a player. No one player is worth it. Next man up. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Eagles are going to do. I think they'll come up with a plan. And who knows, maybe whatever it is will come away going, you know what? We like this position better than we were in with CJ. Who knows? You got to let it play out. Mike Oxlong says, Slay messed it up. OG Dave Super Chat goes, poor Eagles, the biggest what ifs now. Come on now. Philly 215 said, man didn't want to stay. He got his car stolen out of Philly. Maybe that's what it is. Kingfisher says, CJ didn't accept the Eagles offer, so they spent the money on Slay. Right, exactly. That's what I think happened too. But I like Brandon Joseph from the Fighting Irish. Okay. I think you're exactly right. I think the day that Slay got released, or they were going to release him, they were planning on giving that money to CJ Gardner-Johnson. He turned it down. They made the decision. We're not waiting for him. They probably said, listen, this is what they probably said. They said, all right, he turned down our offer. We can't risk going into free agency and possibly losing him and Slay. So let's work it out with Slay, and then we'll just move on from CJ. That's probably exactly what they did, Johnson's connection on Dan Campbell and the defensive corner played into this. The Lions will give him market value next year if he balls it out. Probably. I'm not even worried about, like, I'm not thinking, oh, he comes to us back in a year. Like, to me, it's over. He's out the door. Once you get out the door, he ain't coming back. That's how I look at it. So we're gonna have to get somebody else. The Slay money, the Slay move freed money. It freed money in June, after June 1st, I believe. So that money's not even freed yet. So I don't know that they could have done both. So they probably could only have done one. Land 22 Shark Diver Super Chat. He goes, take on JSN is great. I like him. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, I think he is great. He would be fantastic third receiver for the Eagles. I just can't pick him at 10 though. That would be hard. We got 1,100 people still in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got 800. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's get to 900 likes. I'll settle for 900. I tried telling you days ago, Slade staying. Well, hey Bobby, you were right, man. You were right, man. So shout out to you because you nailed it. You were right. Dude Works says, oh, they paid Slade and Cox and Bradbury. His offer went way down, and I'm cool with that. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Joey Porter Jr. Look at the other defensive backs. Our sons of former greats like PS2 and JCU. Yeah, I agree with you. Like Patrick Surtain the second. Yeah, I think Joey Porter is going to be good. But I look at Porter, and that's the guy I look at and go, man, I think Porter would be a good safety. Like, I think he could play safety. CJ played himself. He did. Right back at you. I'm not answering that, Michael. Slay is 33. Should have went younger. More upside. I think they try. I think that they tried to initially with CJ Gardner-Johnson and keeping Bradbury. But I think they didn't want to risk losing both. We should grab Kevin Byard once Titans come. I agree. Kevin Byard's my number one choice right now. And I'll do a video. Once I'm done this stream. I'll do a video. I'll put it out late tonight so it's out there. But Brandon says, give me Amos and Byard. He's there. Here. I agree. Agreed. Jared says, Eagles, Iggeles, Eagles. Still a great offseason to this point, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, to me, the Bradbury deal made everything worth it. You know, you got Fletcher Cox back, you got Bradbury back, you got Brandon Graham back, you got Jason Kelsey back. It would have been great, perfect to me if you had CJ Gardner-Johnson back. But we're going to see what the Eagles do. Donatello says, and David Super J goes, we lost CJ the third round. Go after Lee. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Rod Davis says, you suck. And I say, thank you. Don't beg. I do not suck. Don't beg, though. Slade's not getting $20 million a year. I don't know what Slade's getting. So if I look up safety. Sour grapes. Yeah, I guess. Wait, hold on. Get that one dude out of here. I hate that crap. That one dude's got to go. Where is he? I got to get that one guy out of here. Hold on. Yeah, he's got to go. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah, you can't have racist comments in here. Sorry, I don't kick people out, but racist stuff, overt spam, and threatening others, you got to go. And I don't like kicking people out, but that's bullshit. What you tried to do is bullshit. It pisses me off, to be honest with you. Early NFC East standings: Dallas and Philly finished 12-5. Come down tiebreaker. New York 7-10. Washington 5-12. Man, that's early predictions. DC for life. Early. No, you're okay. You're okay. I wasn't talking to you. Flipping the bird. Thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, trade back to 12. Get another second or third from Houston. Draft Brian Branch at 12 overall. Then trade up from 30. Get Bijan Robinson. Address D-line and linebacker second round. All right, Flipping the bird. I'm down. Once you did the other trade, that sold me. I like it. I would do something like that in a second. Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for super chat. Across says, I know everybody likes him, but he was more dramatic than it needed to be. It was high drama, man. You ain't kidding. The hat is sick. Thank you. Yeah, no racism, overt spam. Yeah, overt spam meaning like when you get those stupid chat girls in, or somebody's telling the score early on a live stream. If somebody's trying to get my attention and want me to see something, that's I don't mind if it's reasonable, but I hate the racist crap, man. It ain't cool. Michael says, thankfully, I usually troll, but I feel like no, you weren't. I wasn't talking to you. I just don't want to bring up that name in here. Am I crying? Yeah, I'm crying. What did he say? He was trying to get me to say the N-word by spelling it in a way that I wouldn't catch it, but I caught it. And so he had to go. Anybody that does that has to go immediately. If Philly could draft, as long as we stick with SEC players, we're okay. You know what I mean? Rodney says, I said trade back to 14 and then Brian Branch and then trade up and get Bijan. That would be super. Yeah, the first part I'm like, but if you're going to tell me I'm going to get Bijan Robinson out of the second trade, I look at that as like a package, pause, like a big package, pause. I'm down. I like that big package. As long as it includes Bijan Robinson. Pause. We're going to what? We're going to ship what? Philly White says, laugh out like Joey was talking about when the last time the Cowboys won Super Bowl. Circuit City was still going. Yes, I remember the story about you. I used to work at Circuit City back in the day. Yeah. Did the Eagles end up drafting for New Year best player available? I could totally see them trying to fill voids caused by free agency on both lines safety. Well, they have spoken about this. Howie's spoken about this, that when they try to draft need in the first round, especially, it always gets them in trouble. So I think they'll go talent. But I also think that the way it's going to fall, I think that the talent is going to probably be on the defensive line. So it may work out that you get both. $500 is not bad on a stroke. No, I don't time people out for anything. It takes a lot for me to time you out. Michael Robinson, thank you for super chat. He goes, CJ handled the situation poorly. Traded being part of a multiple playoff run for a weak contract with the Lions. He will be watching the playoffs from the couch. Howie's doing well this whole season. Howie's doing fine. The Eagles offered him money. They offered him a lot of money. He didn't want it. What can you do? It was more than anything he got on the open market, and he turned it down. But let's make no mistake about it. I like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but his priority was money. It wasn't the Eagles, and that's what you get when you trade somebody from outside the organization. That's exactly what happens. It's very rare to have what James Bradbury did. It is. Anton, thank you for super chat. He goes, do people realize we only have 6 picks? We need a backup guard to play behind Jurgens for the year and take over next year. If we've learned anything from the past years, we get that in round 2. Yeah, we have 6 picks, but I also think, there's people say, we got 6 picks, we got to trade back and get a bunch more. I think the Eagles are on the verge of being back in the Super Bowl. They're still one of the best teams in the conference. So I think instead of worrying about having quantity, I think you got to worry and focus on quality, of picks, because I think 1-2 good players, like really premium type players in this draft, I think you're back in the big game. But thank you for super chat, my man. Mr. International, my man, he goes, I'm pissed. Me too, man. We got 1,000 people still in the chat. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to catch up to the chat here. It's going quick. And I just want to thank you guys all for being here. Let's see. Did I miss one? I feel like I missed Michael. I read the Michael one. Let's see. Flipping the birds. I don't think I got this one. Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah. Trade back 12 again in a second. Okay. Yeah. So address the line. Yeah. I'm all for that. Although I feel like they're gonna use the line. I feel like linebacker and safety will probably be addressed before the draft or after. Donatello Giant David Super Chat goes, nobody's above the logo. All we need. I agree. Agree with you. I agree. David Super Chat. Michael, he says, Philly, actual question. Would you like to get the right tackle from Ohio State to replace Lane in a couple of years? Also, the wide receiver from Ohio State, Jackson Smith, Enigma, can be wide receiver 3 for draft at 10. I like both those guys. My feeling is this. If the Eagles have that tackle on their draft board, if he's the highest guy on the draft board when they're drafting, take him. I have no problem with it. I have no problem. If he's your number 1 guy, and then as far as Jackson Smith, I just can't see them drafting a wide receiver at 10. Possible, and he would be fantastic. And I think you're right. I think he would. I think no doubt about it, no question about it. He would be great as a third wide receiver. But I don't know that the Eagles. I can't see the Eagles drafting the third wide receiver 10th overall. I would take Bobby Wagner. Yeah, I would. I would. Let's see here. Philly Fresh, what's up, my guy? How are you, man? Shout out to you. I don't care about women's basketball. Get me alerts about women's basketball. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. Let's see. Trust me, I know Cowboy fans are everywhere. I live in Vegas. Everyone my age who grew up here likes the axis of evil teams. Cowboys, Lakers, and Yankees. Ain't that crazy? That is crazy. Why? Well, it sounds like we gave him more. We actually tried to offer him more. He turned it down. Cassie says, it's truancy, bro. This is my girl's account. My phone's dead. Kind of glad the CJ drama is over. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it is too, but now it's like we've created this whole new situation at safety position. What are we going to do at the safety position? That's going to be what's interesting, Yeah, man, we definitely got a collab. Totally agree. So I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to film one more video, and I'll talk about the safety position, and then I'll put that up tonight. So if you guys go to sleep, it'll be out there early in the morning. Once again, let me thank every one of you guys for being here with me, hanging out. It truly means a lot to me. Tough one. This is a tough one, but listen, I think we'll be okay. I think Bradbury coming back kind of lessens the sting a little bit. And it's going to be interesting to see how he does. Lions are a ESP. I think the Lions are going to be good. Look, I think the Lions and the Bears are the two favorites in that division. I do. But I also don't know what you get from Jared Goff from year to year. You know? Brandon says, Gardner-Johnson was solid, but he played 1 year safety, and he had a lot of talent around him last year, Philly. Agreed. Which, to me, is like, why didn't you go back to Philly and just play 1 year there and stay there? Wait, are you a what? Are you more of a white front to back? No, front to back. Yeah. Front to back, and you twist the wrist. You got to snap it off with the wrist. Watch some info, Brian Branch. I got for my channel members, I actually got I got a Brian Branch Philly Reacts video that I have to finish editing. Mike says, I'm stress eating. I can't. I'm on a diet. I feel like stress eating, though. Second pick of safety. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Who wipes it back to the front? I don't know. Maybe if you're double jointed or something. I don't know. Watch some Luka. I've been watching him. Yes. Philly, you're like, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. That's on him. If you don't want to go to the Super Bowl again, then that's on him. It is. It's on him. What I'm curious about is how we got planned. I know the Eagles have to have a plan, and I don't think it's greedy. I don't think it's greedy. But what is the plan? That's what I want to know. Sam says, 500, how do you game plan with Slay and Bradbury knowing neither are fast enough to cover top-tier speed receivers? I think Slay's a little better with speed. I think Bradbury's a little bit better with physical corners. You need another safety there. You're gonna need another safety, but I think the Eagles, they're not, it's not like they're complete. They're still good. They're good corners. Sometimes you're gonna get beat. It happens. But I do think we got to find a safety, though. I do. Chuck Smith said, I found I have a gift for you. Should be arriving in a week. I appreciate you would do an unboxing video. Keep it. All right, Chuck. Yeah, I will do unboxing. Thank you, man. Desai will turn Blankenship into a star. We will see. We shall see. I love that the Cowboy fans are like, they think we're done and all this stuff. We're going to be right back in there. Believe me. We're in the middle of this thing. I don't think that's a good plan to put. See, if you put Maddox at safety and he's not very good at safety, which I don't think he's been great at safety, now you have two problems because now you have a problem at the slot corner. I say keep Maddox at slot corner and then go get somebody else. I have no idea if he's sleeping or not. Okay, I don't care what I'm saying. If Alshon catches that ball, we win back. I tend to agree with you. Yeah. Philly Wise says 500. Also, make sure you look at the DM I sent you and make sure you scroll up. I won't reveal a bit of it. This isn't right yet. I know that. Okay, I'll look at it when I get a chance. Definitely, no question about it. Draft a strong safety and get Mills back. A free safety, man. A lot of people want Mills back. I'm gonna say Howie's gonna do something, and when he does it, we're gonna be like, you know what? We kind of like that better. That actually works. We see what they're doing now. We just gotta be patient. Maybe it's Branch. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm not opposed to drafting a safety in the first round if there's somebody there that like, I'm gonna have to go watch Branch and some of these safeties now, Thanks a fan for likes. Appreciate you, Philly, for streaming this late. No problem, man. I didn't want to just do video. I needed to kind of like get it out, and it was all that was like the buildup of this whole CJ Gardner thing was just getting crazy, you know. That's why I purposely was avoiding talking about it in my videos. Malcolm's retired, though, you know. He's retired, so we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna film one more video, and I'll have it up later tonight. No question about it. Let me thank each and every one of you guys for watching, all the super chats, all the subscribers. If you haven't clicked that like, make sure you guys do subscribe on the way out. I will have a video out. It'll be coming out late because it's 9 o'clock where I'm at, 12 for you guys. So it'll be there for the morning for you guys. But I'll definitely film it now because I want to talk about the safety, position and stuff. But anyways, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. You all take care. I will talk to you later. Oh, let me get this queued up here. I don't have it queued up. Where are you at? Where are you at? All right, here we go. Let me get this all ready. All right, so yeah, so just shout out to you guys. Appreciate you too. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. We get 1,000 likes. Do we get close? 952. I'll take 952. We're good with that. But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all, and yeah, we'll recover from this and we'll figure it out. With that said, take care. I will talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. We just gotta trust it right now. Peace.
One more play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
got
me.
to kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Way, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
Yeah, we